Hello YouTube, this is old Sasquatch here, and I have an important message for you all. We always hear this thing about white supremacy, but whenever you say like a slur back as defense because they called you something, then all of a sudden it's like they're excused for it. It don't make sense. They're using this thing called double standard, basically how they basically try to say that other people can't be racist, it's just white people. And it's absolutely absurd. And so what are they doing now? These people, they are so blinded and so brainwashed that they will actually attack their own kind. Just because they support, say, the Southern Trolls or history, etc., they will basically attack them for that because they support it. It's sickening, but it's true. They don't want you to know that. In fact, these idiots that follow this standard, double standard, basically so it basically lets them attack you and you can't attack back in self-defense. It doesn't make any sense at all. It really doesn't. I've never understood that. Because they say that we're not oppressed, etc. But, on the contrary, they are oppressing us by doing that. They really are. I don't understand what's wrong with people. I really don't. But it's how they are. They're brainwashed. This one idiot on Instagram tried to tell me that hate speech and racism leads to violence. That's why they shouldn't tolerate white supremacy. Yeah, I thought it was interesting how they deleted my comment after I responded. I said, white supremacy isn't okay, but neither is black supremacy. Shove the double standard right up your ass. But of course, they're not going to acknowledge that. They're just going to block it and delete it because they know I'm right. Because they're following the double standard, where it basically caters just to the minorities and it doesn't cater to everyone else that basically is normal and they're not brainwashed. It caters to them. It lets them attack and you can't attack back, which is what's wrong with society today. They have fallen under the double standard, where they have basically made, yes, most of the black population vote Democrat, but that's because Democrats have brainwashed them. But the thing is, it's both parties. It used to not be like that, but it is. And they're using the Double Standard Act now to destroy our history, destroy our heritage and our home, our way of life. By saying it's white supremacy because they don't know history at all. It's sad. It really is that they could live like that, grow up like that, and realize that, and not realize they've been living a lie. And they've been living under the double standard. The double standard is honestly unfair. It's a complete violation of the First Amendment of people defending themselves and speaking their mind. After all, in the First Amendment it says the right to freedom of speech and the freedom of religion. Oh, but yet for them they basically tell us that we can't say anything, etc., and they can attack us. Where's the hypocrisy there? There's the hypocrisy right there. Because they can say it, and you can't. You can't. Honestly absurd. It really is. And they're using this hateful narrative to destroy our history because of it, calling it, white supremacy, etc. But yet, when they just base it off of a few people, like people that say they want to kill minorities, etc., they don't go onto the other side and look at the people that say they want to kill white people. They never do, because they're biased and they literally live by the double standard. That's all they do. That's the truth right there. That is the truth. They only cater to one side. These liberals, these communists, are using the double standard. That is why our history is under siege. That is why everything is under controversy, because of the double standard. The truth is, the double standard honestly should be illegal because it violates the Constitution. That right there is the truth. And I understand this video is going to cause some controversy, etc., but I don't care. And I don't care how many people get pissed off at it because it's the truth. And I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing the double standard. I'm sick of it. So they can demonize us, but yet we can't say anything back. Or it's a hate crime. You know, it should be the other way. If they say something to us, then that should be classified as a hate crime. Because they brought it on themselves and they started it. I've never understood that. I never have. But it doesn't make sense. And there's your hypocrisy right there. It's pathetic. It is beyond pathetic. This is what political correctness and the double standards do. Welcome to hell on earth. Y'all brought this on y'allself because of y'all pushed this narrative. And y'all accepted it. It is unfair to Americans. Beyond unfair. You want to know why there's so many Southern secessionists? Because they're sick of it. They're sick of how the Union treats them, etc., and how they are basically ignored. How they basically are ignored in every election, etc. How they're taken advantage of. Because they know the truth. And the truth is, the government nor them care about you. Which is why balkanization is the only hope for the American region. You know, the United States. It's the only hope for us. Is balkanization, aka secession, which would be the southern states. Then you'd also have the New England Republic. Then you'd have Cascadia. And several others. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because this country was built on secession. We seceded from Britain. So I don't see why there's a problem with that. And I can tell you why there's a problem with that in their eyes, because they are literally using us for votes, so they can take advantage of us, and we be their slave, their political slave. That is the truth right there. They want so many people on the Democrat plantation, etc., that it doesn't work anymore. And so what are they doing? They're catering to all these minorities, etc. That right there is the truth. Both parties are extremely corrupt. They don't want you to know that, because most of them just care about money and nothing else. The double standard and political correctness are the driving forces of destruction to America. Our history under siege, our way of life under siege, our religion, aka Christianity, under siege because of that. It is honestly sad. Like, I have no words for how ignorant this system really is. The double standard system and political correctness. It leads to cultural genocide. Because if you basically talk about one side, you have to talk about the other to make it make sense. Oh, but no, they won't let you do that. So they call you a white supremacist, etc., and say it's a hate crime. That's the truth behind the double standard. It is unfair. And anyway, I hope y'all have a blessed day. God bless you all. Dio Vindicate, and I'll be making some more videos pretty soon. Have a blessed day, y'all. Stay safe during this outbreak.